Star Citizen introducing a $48,000 ship bundle, but only for players who have already spent $10,000. Can I just say, like, how disgusting this feels? I wish they would let me get rid of that sidebar altogether, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. We've had some community members that have been fans of this, but I cannot see things like this and not try to educate people on what has gone on here with Star Citizen. You're talking about a game that was promoted to be full release by 2014. We are a decade later. They're still only releasing alpha modules for this game. And not only that, but let me pull up the Wikipedia here for Star Citizen and show you how much money they've raised. I have heard it is a well-developed game, but I cannot look at this without bringing this up. If you're not aware of what this game has gone through as far as a publicly funded game, and how much money they've raised, and how kind of scummy this has to feel to a lot of people, and just from the outside in, everything that I've known and tracked about this development process and the game, and it feels very off-putting to me. So I'll give you definitive actual stats here, right? The game was announced via a private crowdfunding page in September of 2012, right? 12 years ago. Well, about 11 and a half years ago. Was later joined on October 18th, 2012 by a successful Kickstarter campaign which drew over US $2 million, right? So just on their initial Kickstarter, they drew in over $2 million. Pre-production of the game began in 2010, with production starting in 2011. It has become highly criticized, as it should be, during its long production process, both for the fact there is still no clear release date and for the challenges backers who have abandoned the project have faced in receiving a refund. The launch of the game was originally anticipated for 2014, but was repeatedly delayed. 2013, Cloud Imperium Games began releasing parts of the game known as modules, like I said before. I'm going to have people argue here that the modules feel good, they're big, there's lots of stuff to do, and I understand that, but I'm also going to contrast that with the fact that a lot of what I understand about the process of the development of this game feels like they can't buckle down and put these modules together so that you have a complete game. It's like they keep losing track. Oh, this would be cool too. Let's make this before everything's done. You know what I mean? And this is why I think this feels so bad to me as a gaming enthusiast, and to watch what they do to people with, we need more funding. We need more backing. And we haven't even gotten to the amount of backing they've had for this game over the entirety of its development process so far. But the modules, right? I know there's some good content in these modules, but the game's not a fully complete playable product, and it is a decade later. Yeah, probably so, Vault. And a big reason is because of this name right here. Chris Roberts. There are so many people that are a fan of Chris Roberts and what he had done in the past that they are like blind to some of the more, scamazzy kind of stuff happening within this project. So, The latest of these modules, known as Persistent Universe, was made available for testing to pre-purchasers in 2015 and continues to receive updates. After more than a decade in development, the project date for the commercial release of Star Citizen is currently given. After the initial Kickstarter ended, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Cloud Imperium Games continued to raise funds through the sale of ships and other in-game content, like we're talking about right now, right? This is another iteration of them doing this. This is how they've decided to raise more money as they've continued to go, well, we need more. We need more. We need more. And, dude, these packages are expensive. They have been from the get-go. Most of them anyways. After the initial Kickstarter ended, Cloud Imperium Games continued to raise funds through the sale of ships and other in-game content and is now noted for being the highest funded crowdfunded video game and one of the highest funded crowdfunding projects overall ever in the video gaming industry, having raised over $500 million as of September of 2022. That doesn't even account for how much more money they've raised over the past year and a half. Such methods of generating, and this isn't even everything that they've gotten, such methods of generating crowdfunded revenue have, however, led to criticisms and legal issues surrounding the project. In addition to crowdfunding, marketing is now also funded through an external investment, having received another $63 million as of March of 2020. This is a and look, I've heard things too. I've heard things about how Cloud Imperium takes care of its employees. People that work there are pretty happy with their work environment and stuff like that, and that's great. That's fantastic. But it doesn't, dude, we're talking about a budget well over what we've seen many banger AAA games have over the past number of years, right? I mean, $500 million. Billion. $500 million. And there's still no full release for this game. And then we get into this. Star Citizen introducing a $48,000 ship bundle, but only for players who have already spent $10,000. Star Citizen developer Cloud Imperium Games is releasing a ship bundle for its controversial space simulator that costs an eye-watering $48,000. Hire Bobby Kotick. I heard he's looking for employment, dude. Revealed on its website, the Legatus 2953 pack will arrive in the first quarter of this year and cost $48,000, despite the game not having officially launched yet. Ahead of all others, this definitive armada is an equal match to the noble title of Legatus Navium. The Legatus 2953 item page reads, comprised of over 175 vessels from every manufacturer of note. This perfect collection, including all ships released and concepted through 2953, empowers every fleet commander to forge a lasting legacy, leading humanity towards a brighter future. Adding even more to the price, this Legatus 2953 pack seems only be available to members at a certain tier of Star Citizen's Chairman's Club, one which requires spending $10,000 on other in-game items to achieve. But baffling as a $58,000 bundle may sound to outsiders, for existing fans of Star Citizen, this isn't much of a shock. Star Citizen has been selling high-priced Legatus bundles to its biggest spenders for years now, with each new year bringing with it an updated bundle including even more new ships and a higher price tag to account for them. Original story continues. Star Citizen is considered one of the most controversial projects in all of video games. Over the years, it's been called many things, including a scam by those who wonder whether it will ever properly launch. What cannot be denied is the huge amount of money so far raised by Star Citizen, which CIG Cloud Imperial Games displays on its website. At the time of this article's publication, Star Citizen has raised over $650 million from more than 5 million accounts. And it's still not a full launch, still not a full release. I mean, I don't know what to say to people that get suckered into this kind of stuff either, though. It's like, I mean, I think from the get-go, it's a little bit harder to see the scumminess of what might be happening here. You know, for the Kickstarter's a great thing. Crowdfunded projects have been a fantastic thing for a lot of developers to get games brought to fruition for us that we otherwise probably wouldn't have had. And so a lot of people do great stuff by backing those games and getting the funding to the developers they need to bring us these amazing pieces of, you know, software to play. But you know, I think the people that have continued to buy into something like this are going to be the same people that are going to criticize me for criticizing the game, you know, and what this is. And they're the ones that continue to probably, you know, criticize anybody that has anything negative to say about how scummy this looks and feels. You know? I don't know. It's a rough look, dude. Truth hurts. It really does, dude. I don't know.